To this morning, but first we want to get a look at some of the news you need to know. Christian Garzone live in the newsroom for us. He's taking a look at some of our headlines this morning. Christian?
Good morning, ladies. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office is looking for help finding a missing woman. Take a look at your screen. This is 19-year-old Emma Opedisano. She was last seen around 8:30 last night in the area of Browncroft and Old Browncroft Boulevards in Penfield. We're told she was wearing a navy blue shirt and gray sweatpants. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to call 911. Two men are facing charges in a major illegal cannabis bust in Greece. Police say the investigation began in April, leading authorities to search two homes and warehouses last week. More than $17 million in illegal cannabis products were seized, along with firearms, money, and vehicles. 31-year-old Joseph Grant and 29-year-old Jason Grant are both facing several felony charges. Officials say the products were set for distribution to smoke shops across the state. We're also working to learn more about an overnight investigation that shut down part of 490. This was the scene from traffic cameras around 11:30 last night on 490 westbound at the University Avenue exit. You can see several first responders blocking the right two lanes. The roadway has since opened up, and we have reached out to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office for more information. We'll bring you the latest on air and over at 13wham.com. And a traffic alert for drivers in Webster this morning. A repaving project on Bay Road is set to start today. It was supposed to start yesterday, but was pushed back due to the rainy weather. Crews will be working between Route 104 and Lake Road between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. through Thursday. And that's what you need to know. Right back to you ladies in the studio.
All right, Christian, thank you. Let's get a look at what we have brewing now for the next 2 hours. Coming up at 8:50, this week's Crime Stoppers. We're getting a closer look at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office Blue Envelope and Liaison programs. Then in our 9 o'clock hour, the MG Car Club of Western New York is hosting its 53rd annual car show this weekend. What's in store for this year? Then at 9:15, Truth or Trash. Christian's got some crazy headlines for us. We'll see which ones are true and which ones belong in the trash. Before all of that, we do want to get a check of the forecast. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is back with us this morning, and he also brought some sunshine with us and warmer temperatures.
Yeah, some really good news for us. Of course, yesterday was that day of transition where, we started off with some rain and then improved things. But today we just pick up where we left off at the end of yesterday, which means that clearing is going to hold on. And we're going to see that stick around for the entire day. Beautiful day out there now, starting off with that sunshine, really winning out pretty well. The humidity at a pretty tolerable range. The dew point down in the very upper 50s, so really not much of an issue in that category. Temperatures are starting in the lower 60s right now. And temperatures will move along pretty well today. Just a case where we'll probably add another 20 degrees or so to that temperature, give or take, probably 21 to be exact, about 83 for a high temperature today. So numbers move up pretty well, but pretty close to the average high for this time of year, which is about 82. Going down to 62 for a low temperature tonight, mainly clear for a lot of that time frame. Tomorrow, very similar to today. A couple differences, may add a few degrees to the temperature, and may see just a few more clouds then. Risk of rain, a shower or thunderstorm for Thursday and Friday will still be in the 80s, and still in the 80s for the weekend, still in the 80s early next week. So pretty consistent for a lot of those temperatures. Nothing too oppressively hot, but looks like very summer-like, though, with a lot of those temperatures getting back into the 80s for many upcoming days.
Very August-like. And the warm-up is much needed.
Yeah, it is going to be nice. Yesterday had that little bit of a cool feel, but I think we're going to change that over these next couple days, but really not going to be a big swing in the opposite direction, just some typical summer-like weather for us.
Awesome. All right, Marty, thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's go off the top now and start with some stories that have piqued our interest this morning. I'll go first today with the ultimate surprise for fans of the Zac Brown Band. So the country music group gifted concert goers with a Margaritaville at Sea Liner cruise for two. So this happened Sunday at Fenway Park in Boston. Around 37,000 people were at the sold-out show. According to ABC News, the lead singer says the gift was to celebrate the band's 15th sold-out show at the venue. It's apparently the largest gift given to an audience in live entertainment history, worth over $40 million. So the CEO of Margaritaville at Sea says they were honored to give this surprise to fans and called the gift a once-in-a-lifetime reality. And as with most stories, the reception was mixed. I mostly have good comments, though. So this user is giving kudos to the band, saying, quote, "That's a memorable way to thank loyal fans. Experiences like that turn great concerts into unforgettable moments." Another person adds that the band is in a league of their own. Susan says, quote, has any other artist ever surprised an entire stadium with a gift like this? That's setting the bar pretty high. And it should be noted that the Zac Brown Band is breaking another record with the most tickets sold for a show at Fenway. Another person says the gift will have a lasting impact on fans for years to come, saying, quote, that's the kind of surprise fans never forget. Sometimes the best concert memories are the ones nobody saw coming. That is for sure. Others, though, they questioned if the money on cruises should be sent to charity or other causes to help those in need. At the end of the day, it is the band's money, in my opinion. There are some conditions as part of the cruise. WCVB says food is included, but alcoholic drinks are not. You also have to figure out how to get yourself to Florida. Another requirement, fans are on the hook for taxes and fees on the fare, plus gratuities. Again, the cruise fare itself is free. The Zac Brown Band is committed to giving out more free tickets. ABC News reports that the band will give about 4 free concert cruises per show at the upcoming tour dates. They kicked off a 27-date tour last month. The group is headed to Buffalo on November 5th.
There you go, just down the freeway, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I think it's really cool. A nice way to say thank you. When you started reading this, I thought you were going to be talking about the Margaritaville margarita mixer machine.
No.
So I did get very, very excited because I have wanted one of those for years and I've never been able to get my hands on one. But either way, this is still very cool. Have you ever been on a cruise?
No.
Okay, would you go on one?
The desire isn't high on my list.
Okay.
I would say it's lower on the bucket list. So if I was given the option, I'd consider it, but I'd need to weigh some things with it.
Marty likes cruises, right, Marty? That's your preferred vacation method? Yeah, Marty loves a cruise. The food is good
food's
too.
Good, yeah.
And listen, I mean, you don't have to have alcohol to have a good time on trips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it certainly helps.
Nice, yeah.
It does help, and it is tasty. But you know, if you're willing to spend the money on that, you know, what is it like? At least, I would say more than half of that trip would be covered.
Yeah.
So.
It's still a pretty good value, I think. And if you book far in advance, now that you know, you can probably get some cheap airfare. You can carpool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different options. But yeah, I think the reception was mostly positive. But there were those few people who were like, it's not really worth that much, or you still have to consider all these other things. And I'm just like, on its face, let's just accept it for what it is, which is a gift.
Yeah.
And deserving to those fans, 15 sold out shows. That is amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah. It just left my brain. I can't remember what I was going to say. It's gone now, and it's gone forever. Super cool either way. And like you said, that show happening in Buffalo, what day is it?
November 5th.
Okay, November 5th. And yeah, I mean, best of luck for those who want to go. Is the band playing on the cruise or no? This is just, it's a fun little go.
I wasn't
enjoy.
able to find it in the stories that I read. I thought I heard this morning on ABC that they were going to have something going on with music.
Okay.
But I couldn't find it in the stories that I read.
Gift is a gift, right?
Yeah.
Say thank you. All right, we'll move along to mine. On this show, we've often talked about the benefits of artificial intelligence, but we've also talked about some dangers that come along with it when people choose to use it for the wrong reasons, right? Well, Google is backpedaling now after rolling out a new AI tool that allowed users to create fake images on satellite maps.
Ooh.
The feature lasted less than 48 hours before the company pulled it, saying it needed to develop stronger safeguards and guardrails before making it available again. So, what were people creating? Images of chaos and disasters around the world via satellite, right? So, according to these images, the Eiffel Tower collapsed, a massive sinkhole where the Great Pyramid of Giza should be, and other so-called satellite images showing catastrophic events that never actually happened. Now, to be fair, each image did include watermarks indicating that it was AI generated or AI manipulated. Google also strongly encouraging people to verify any suspicious images using its Gemini chatbot, but some experts say that's not exactly foolproof with all the technology nowadays. Tests have shown that some AI detection tools are still struggling to accurately identify fake content. And that's the part that's a little unsettling, right? The fact that these images can be created so quickly and look pretty convincing to the naked eye. It's remarkable. It reminds me a little of the War of the Worlds. Do you remember that? Well, not that we were alive for it, but the radio drama caused panic. Some listeners thought an alien invasion was actually happening.
Yeah.
Well, this time around, most people did seem to recognize that the images were fake, but still startling to see. And as this technology continues to improve, it's not hard to imagine a day when it won't be so obvious, which is why it's more important than ever to slow down, question what it is you're seeing, and make sure it's real before hitting the share button or the panic button.
Yeah.
We do have some comments from folks on social media, like we do sometimes here on Arc Rochester. Albert says, gave people an AI Earth tool and they immediately wrecked the Eiffel Tower. Classic internet move. It kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
This person wrote, middle ground, they should add the guardrails for normal usage and keep the current system as a toggleable setting option titled fun mode.
Okay.
I don't really know what's fun about like putting the pyramids in a sinkhole, but hey, maybe like exploratory.
Yeah.
Right? All right, I think I've got one more here. This person writing in, okay, but what else were they going to do? Add flowers and homes everywhere? It's a valid point. It's a valid point.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's interesting that people kind of like go to one extreme when given the freedom of this tool. And so now it's like, oh, we got to roll it back and put some restrictions on it. I don't know. The exploratory mode, I think, is a wise solution or something that, works for both sides. But yeah, I don't see how using AI images with maps is helpful. Because they already have the images in there. There's people who usually go out and take some new ones to update here and there. So I don't see how it's helpful in the first place.
Well, we've got Photoshop these days, and I'm just like, really? This is what we're going to do with our time? Like, it's so, like, this is going to sound weird. It's so simple. It's so like, oh, look at this satellite image of the Eiffel Tower, and now it's gone. Like, you're just like, why would you make that?
Yeah.
That's not even, like, unless you know, like, anything about satellite images, you're just like, oh, that's, what am I looking at right now? It's just, yeah.
Is something missing?
Or just a little, I don't know, in my mind, a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I agree with Google. There needs to be a safeguard or rules in place. But it's just, I don't know.
Some of these game either.
What?
It's not a game either.
Yeah, it's not.
So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
What more can you say? What more can you do to a map that exists of a real place?
It's just people are wacky, right? And let's leave it at that. Coming up, we're going to check in with Chris Lopez. He's been getting an inside look at affordable housing with Utopia containers.
And don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13WIM YouTube page and foxrochester.com. We are back after this.
Oh my gosh, I do.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Ryan.
8:16, a lack of affordable housing here and across the U.S. has some people turning to alternative housing.
One local company called Utopia Containers builds quality homes out of shipping containers. Chris Lopez found out about them last year. Now he's back giving us an update on what they're building now. Chris?
Hey, good morning, guys. We were showing you earlier the inside of the container homes as well as the outside of the container homes, but we have not shown you guys at all how Ryan Perry, founder and owner of Utopia Containers, builds some of those containers. How many quickly have you built so far?
We just finished our sixth one.
Sixth one. How long does it take for a full build out of just one?
Sure. The first one took me 18 months, and this last one took about 2 or 3 months.
Okay, so you're getting faster and faster. What is the ultimate goal? How fast do you want to crank these out?
My goal is to do 10 a month in the short term, where we'll have about 5 or 10 guys working in a warehouse with 10 units under the roof, and we'll be able to get one out every couple days.
And this right here, where we're standing, this is one of the spaces that you use to build out some of those container homes. What are some of the materials? Are they just basic materials that you're going to find at Home Depot outside of the actual shipping container?
Yeah, except for the metal. The metal, I get it from a local distributor, and the steel studs come from another building supply company.
Okay. And then just for an example, I just wanted you to cut some metal to show people how easy it was. Would these be the studs, or what exactly would you be cutting this for?
This is similar to something we would use on a window reinforcement after we cut the hole out for the door or window.
Okay. And can you just for an example, just showing us how quickly you turn these out, just give us an example of how you cut the metal.
Sure.
And that would be just one of the, you said studs right there?
This is a window reinforcement.
Okay. Okay. And you just keep cutting those over and over to make. Now, I did want to address one thing, the mobility of the homes.
Yeah.
If someone wants this in a city or if they want it on top of a mountain, can that happen? Because it is a shipping container. It's designed to go all over the world.
Yeah, we could send them. The truck doesn't care if it's going down the street or across the country. And when it gets there, the trucker can put the container right on the ground, and at a later date, the crane can come pick it up and put it on the foundation.
And because you're in Rochester, New York, can you ship these anywhere? If someone wants one in California, they want to live somewhere out there, can you create one here, then ship it out there?
For sure.
How does someone go about doing that?
We help them arrange all the shipping, so there's a list of companies that we can call and see how much it'll cost, and very easy.
And then what's your ultimate goal with this company here?
My goal is to build one every minute.
Okay.
The world needs 96,000 houses per minute based on a report I read about. There's 1.2 billion units short, housing units short across the whole world. So imagine a big factory next to a shipyard and sending them through on rail lines, and then we can have, say, 1,000 employees working on them and build one every minute.
And do you think, because you're one of the very few, at least locally, I don't know how many more shipping container home companies there are around here, but do you think this is the start of a new trend when it comes to housing?
Yeah, I think so. 20 years ago, people didn't know what a shipping container house was, and now it's on the TV and people are more familiar. So it's definitely a good part to be in the beginning of the wave.
Okay, and then we're going to be talking about waste or lack thereof coming up next on ARC Rochester, as well as showing you inside, just in case you missed the earlier segments, of one of those shipping container homes. So stay tuned. We'll check back in with you guys in about 20 minutes.
Listen, I mean, the mortgages due the first, and this does not seem like too shabby of an option.
I know, seems pretty good.
Thanks, Chris. We appreciate it. Coming up, a check of the forecast and weather trivia with Marty. We're back after this. Welcome back. Time right now, 8:24, and it is time for a little weather trivia. Meteorologist Marty Snyder back with us again. Happy to have you. And
thanks. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, same here. It's been a minute.
It's been a while,
seriously.
All these summer vacations, one person's gone, next person's gone, back and forth. But yeah, so now we're back to work, and now it's time to talk weather trivia, and we're going in deep into meteorology on this one.
Okay.
So sometimes we talk about little facts about Rochester weather. This one we're going to do Meteorology 101. So kind of a simply stated question, one of those you either know it or you don't, I guess. On a weather map, what is an isobar? And here are your choices. So we're talking about the contours on a map to give you a little hint. So those little lines that go all over the place. So in this case, would that be a line of equal humidity, a line of equal pressure, a line of equal temperature, or a line of equal precipitation? Which one do you think it is?
I thought of one of them immediately. We'll see what the audience says.
Yeah.
But I think I have a guess.
And sometimes that initial guess is
Right.
the one to go with,
Yeah,
right?
go with
Multiple
your
choice.
gut,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
I don't. It'll be a game time decision.
Yeah.
Here,
Okay.
I couldn't even tell you.
Well, sounds good. Yeah, we'll have that answer coming up in a little less than an hour, coming up a little after 9 a.m. So we've already posted that online, so you can go online, check it out, and everyone at home can weigh in on that and give your best guess. We'll have the answer coming up and a little explanation as to what that word means and where it's derived from coming up in a little bit. But otherwise, for our weather, just some really quiet weather setup for us today. Yeah, we started off in the 50s and 60s across the area. Numbers are going to move along pretty well today. We'll get up to about 77 at noon, probably somewhere in the lower 80s for highs. The average high is about 82 this time of year, and we're at least going to be close to that. Maybe a case where you see a little lake breeze set up later in the day today, so some lakeshore communities may lose a couple or few degrees along the way, but still, in general, just a really nice summer-like day in store for us. Not any oppressive humidity nor oppressive temperatures, just in that range I think a lot of people are going to like going into the afternoon, and a lot of sunshine. Notice pretty quiet on radar. About the biggest thing we've been seeing are just a few birds taking off at sunrise on radar. Most notable thing showing up, so it's nice to have kind of a quiet start to the day weather-wise. A little different than how things started yesterday. Of course, yesterday, very different story, but today we're just going to build on what we gained yesterday. Some sunshine holds on pretty well. You can see here's the time lapse, and it really doesn't change much. Maybe a couple of the shadows move around a little bit, but that's about it. Some nice, quiet, summer-like weather coming up for us today, and already temperatures starting to respond to some of that sunshine. We were in the 50s across a lot of the area to start the day. Now we're up to 62. The dew point, that's coming in at a very comfortable range. Anytime that's in the 50s this time of year, humidity, not much of an issue, and I think that'll be the case for us today. Likely that number will cross over to the very lower 60s this afternoon, which is a pretty comfortable range to be in for this time of year compared to what we could be seeing. Now, as I mentioned before, a lot of places did start off in the 50s. Now we're coming back into the 60s for those numbers. A lot of lower 60s, few mid 60s to the east, even to the west into Brockport, about 67 for their air temperature. So again, these numbers move along pretty well for us, and we're going to see that continue on pretty well throughout the day. I think a lot of places are going to add probably another 20 degrees to many of those temperatures going into the afternoon. But today, again, there's that sunshine that wins out. Again, we're going to see some scattered clouds form. That should be about it. Still some pretty quiet weather for much of the day today. Again, lower 80s for highs, which is about average for this time of year for a high temperature. Going into some of the nighttime hours, clouds may build a little bit more towards early tomorrow morning, but I think that's going to be about it. Mainly clear for a lot of the night and allowing temperatures to drop down to about an average value for this time of year, lower 60s then. And then for the day tomorrow, a couple differences, just a few extra clouds than today, still a nice day. And even with those extra clouds may still add a few degrees to the temperature. So we may come in a little higher tomorrow, maybe not that lake breeze setting up. So that's going to help us to add a few more degrees relative to what we'll see today. Both days in the 80s, but probably just a little higher into that category into tomorrow. But today, again, very quiet. We're going to be in that lower 80s range for a high. Average high is 82. We'll be up to about 83, so pretty much in that ballpark. And very similar with that low temperature tonight, probably down to about 62 for a low. That is the average low, so kind of one of those rare occasions where lots of times these averages are based on a lot of variation in temperature, but that's that average number. Well, this is one of those cases where we'll actually be pretty close to those numbers going through the day and night. Tomorrow, about 86 for a high. I think we'll be in a similar range heading into Thursday as well. Now, as we head deeper into the week, that risk of rain does increase. Could see a couple pop-up showers and or thunderstorms Thursday into Friday, so we'll have to monitor for that. And even for the weekend, not entirely safe from thunderstorm activity. Still that potential is there to see a couple. Notice that risk of rain, not zero, but a lot better than what it could be. We're going to see a lot of these highs, mostly in the 80s for a lot of these upcoming days. A lot of lows in the 60s, some near 70. So really just a nice stretch stretch of weather coming up for us. We haven't seen a lot of rain, so I think we're going to back off a little bit on that over these next couple days. So I think that'll be something that'll be quite welcome to a lot of folks, where they can get outside, get some stuff done, versus some of that rain that we've been seeing that's been hindering that a little bit.
You know, we have a lot of work that needs to be done outside for sure. But Saturday and Sunday, they look like pool days, beach days.
As we know, this time of year, those days are kind of numbered a little bit. You know, not to be too pessimistic, but you gotta take advantage of those nice days. And I think overall, we're going to see a lot of those nice summer-like days with the humidity not too burdensome, and the heat is there but not too oppressive. So, yeah, looking pretty good for a lot of these days. I have to mow my lawn because I've been on vacation for a while, and I got a hayfield out front, so we've got to take care of that.
I mean, that's for sure.
To be fair, you did pay for the trip, so maybe send the kids out.
Oh,
right?
I mean, while they're still
home. Earn the vacation, guys.
Yeah.
Got to dislodge them from bed. I think that's the key. They're still probably asleep now.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks, Marty.
Okay.
Time right now, 8:30. We still have much more to come here on Art Rochester.
We're back after this.
Time to go behind the story now. We're getting a closer look at an effort to reduce microplastics. Those are the tiny particles left behind from our discarded plastic water bottles.
As medical reporter Barbara Morse explains, one mother-daughter duo has come up with a possible solution.
The problem is how long it takes for these plastics to break down, and as they do, leaving behind toxins that get into our bodies through food, water, and even just inhaling them. That can lead to chronic inflammation and other health problems. But what if there was a way to make these plastics biodegradable and not toxic? That got a mother and daughter to thinking.
I was really interested in how to make my own plastic.
Out of natural sources, alternative materials like algae and starch.
But then we thought about how these materials still won't break down.
So Priyanka Nethani, who majored in chemistry, dug deeper.
Actually, the concept of this was developed in my home lab.
This concept involved utilizing microbes.
Microbes are nature's decomposers, recyclers. They eat away at everything.
Mom Alka jumped right on board. After all, this was becoming a multi-generational family affair.
Actually, our legacy started in 2002.
My dad was the Attorney General of Uttarakhand in the Himalayan region of India. And one of the first things he did was he created a single-use plastic ban.
For good reason.
Right now, it can take centuries for plastics to degrade. So in our studies, we're projecting cutting that down to merely months.
Here's how.
We thought to ourselves, if microbes are key for plastic degradation, what if we put them inside of the material so that they're not actually eating the material from the outside, they're eating it from the inside.
So they developed an additive, and that's how Evo Natura came to be.
Our additive is using like organic components that are non-toxic for the environment, definitely. But the polymers or the plastics that we're integrating into are compostable plastics that are made from food sources.
I have a background in spray drying.
And that's where Grams Inc., a beverage and nutrition manufacturer, comes in.
It's a perfect application to take their liquid batches and turn them into powdered ingredients through encapsulation and protecting those live actives.
Those microbes placed inside the bottles.
Our microbes stay thermally stable and dormant in an encapsulated form.
Once it's discarded, once it's thrown away, is when that trigger mechanism kind of activates.
And it begins to degrade. Right now, 2 labs, one at Penn State, the other at the University of Rhode Island, are conducting independent tests to show that this technology works. We should have those lab results by this fall. And then the Nathanis tell me it should only be a matter of time before they bring this global. I'm medical reporter Barbara Morse.
Yeah, it'll be so interesting to see how much we learn in the future about microplastics and the evolution of, how we've gotten from where it started to where we are now.
For sure. And I always feel just a level of guilt, especially when it comes to throwing away stuff. It's like, could I recycle this? Or maybe there's a biodegradable option. So certainly looking forward to those results to see if there's more out there that we can do.
Absolutely. Good on that mother-daughter duo, though. When we come back, an affordable way to live. It's all good for the environment. Chris Lopez has more coming up.
And be sure to check us out on YouTube wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube page and, of course, foxrochester.com. We'll see you after this.
Hello, mic check, 1, 2.
But on the 500,000.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back. In an effort to address the problem of affordable and sustainable housing, some companies around the country have turned to shipping containers.
Utopia Containers is a local company that specializes in building out quality shipping container homes. They're called Utopia Containers. And our Chris Lopez was there last year to see what it was all about. He is giving us an update now on how the business is doing. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we're in a new container right now. I'm here with Ryan Perry. He's the founder of Utopia Containers. Is this a 2-bedroom? Correct me if I'm wrong. This is a 2-bedroom that we're in. And this is a build out that's going to be used for an Airbnb that's going to be sent out when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
This is going on truck.
We're in one of the we're at one of the bedrooms right here. I love the walls.
Yeah.
Love the walls that you have right here. And then you also have all of the different outlets for people to plug their phones, televisions, electronics. How long does it take to build out one of these?
We're down to 2 months on building this one, which is down from the first time, 18 months on the first one.
Okay, take me around. Give me a
Sure.
Give me a little bit of tour.
This is a bedroom where you can put a queen size bed. Here's the bathroom with the pocket door. And it's got this really nice toilet, just like a normal house, normal toilet. No composting toilet here. The sink, and this is the shower. Check this out. Really high rainfall shower with the handheld. And this is a normal size shower. This isn't like an RV shower.
Do you get direction on how someone wants this? So the guy who bought this, did he let you know how he wanted the rain shower, he wanted the toilet here? Do you take direction like that, or?
Yeah, and this one, he said that he wanted 2 bedrooms, which is different than the one that we did before with only 1 bedroom. And since it's going to be 2 bedroom, it's going to be so compact, we had to make this bathroom as small as possible.
Okay. All right. And then let's move over here into what would be the kitchen / dining area?
Yeah, the dining area here. And this is a full normal size kitchen where water and drinking water. These really nice cabinets. Soft close doors, soft close drawers, and a refrigerator goes down there, and a microwave on the counter.
And do these start at $65,000 and then go up from there based on customization?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, finishes and customization.
And then I did want to talk about one thing that is very interesting, the waste.
Sure.
When it comes to building out one of these in comparison to a traditional stick-built home, how much waste are we looking at when it comes to this?
Sure. I haven't added it all up by weight, but about 1 small dumpster goes into this. And most of that's from the foam. When the contractor comes in, they cut a lot of the foam off so that the walls fit flat against the studs.
I was going to ask you, what is some of that? You have some of the waste right here just to show people.
Yeah. One of the big volumes is styrofoam, and I found a new process that's going to be able to melt that down so that we have less volume in the garbage. Lots of gloves, wrapping for around lighting fixtures and sinks. We use a lot of caulk. And then on the recycling, this is a sanding pad that takes the paint off the outside and cleans the metal up before we paint it. We put rusty metal primer on there. This is really durable. Even though the metal's clean when we put it on, this is the best stuff. These are the end of the studs. If we get a 9-foot stud, we need to cut a couple inches off to make these really high ceilings. And one of these was a lemon where the light was flickering that runs these lights up here. So this is something that's going to go in the recycling bin. I put it out to the side of the road, help somebody out, and then pay to get rid of this. It's not too bad.
And then if you compare the trash for a container home to a stick-built home, how much trash is going into trash or recyclables would be for that?
The number I saw in a normal traditional house is 8,000 pounds of garbage, which is probably 1 or 2 roll-off dumpsters.
Okay, so like what just pretty much fitting all the trash in this container home right here? Yeah. Okay. Starts at $65K, goes up from there. You can combine these as well to get a bigger space, and they are incredibly mobile. You can put it in the city, you can put it in a mountain. Go check with Ryan to see how he can build you out one of those if you are interested or just worried about home affordability in general. You just want to find out some more info. We will have that info on our website, 13 Wayman Fox, Rochester. Back to you guys in studio for now. I'm going to go into my bedroom. This is my new home because I don't have one. I have an apartment.
Honestly, so what I'm hearing is you could probably stack them and maybe do a 2-story situation.
There we go. 2-story, 3-story.
Yes, you can absolutely stack them. I've seen them before too. They are stackable. They're built. They're just so customizable. It's pretty awesome.
That is awesome. Cool. Thanks, Chris. We appreciate it.
We'll be right back after this.
Okay.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, and I don't know what.
Oh, it's an MGB.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a very old picture. He looks much older now. I think that's like a 10-year-old picture.
Oh, it's
Rubbers or rubber bumpers or chrome?
Yeah, it looks like rubber. $145.
848, the MG Car Club of Western New York is celebrating its 53rd annual Sports Car and Auto Festival Car Show this Sunday, showing off varying MGs.
Yeah, it's happening at the Rush Fireman's Field. Joining us now to talk all about what we can expect, we have club historian Dan Sutter and longtime club member Sue Kapler. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is a really cool thing. We were talking about it during the commercial break. 53rd annual car show, yes?
That's correct, yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Give us the history behind it here.
Well, it started out at Wagon Jack Farm in Pittsford, Macedon area, and then it moved to Victor High School, and our club has supported and run this for all these years, and it's been a great fun and very enjoyable to see the various cars come out and meet the owners. So.
Yeah, that brings me to just how many different kinds of cars are available.
I would say, well, we'll probably have about nearly 200 cars showing at the show, and it's a variety from American cars through a lot of the British ones. The MG Club sponsors it, so you see Triumphs and Jaguars. So quite a nice variety of European cars as well. So, yes.
Now, MGs, they're a little, they're pretty unique. Every time we see one out and about, we have one, my husband has one, and he's always like, oh my gosh, that's an MG. Yeah. They're unique. They have a cool style about them, and you don't see them too often.
Yeah. No, they're awesome. Yeah. They're awesome, and our car club has grown really, really a lot in the last few years. We've got a lot of newer members your age, and I'm trying to tell you got to join the car club.
Okay.
They're a wonderful car, and we do a lot of really fun things in our car club. A lot of activities.
That is really cool. It does seem like there are a lot of enthusiasts out there for MGs. What is it like for you to kind of see the different generations pick this up and share that same passion?
Well, you're a second generation.
I am, yes. Yeah. So it's good fun. It really is. We certainly help each other out with technical issues, and there's driving tours and social events. So it really is a good time and really pulls people in. So
tell us more about some of the club activities. I know you mentioned advice from other car enthusiasts,
That's a
other
big thing.
Yeah,
that's a huge thing.
Yeah, we have tech sessions and tune-up clinics and that kind of thing. People help each other.
Road rallies.
Yeah, and driving tours. So things like that. Yeah.
We go down to Watkins Glen every year for the vintage races, and we do have a couple of vintage racers in the car club. Yeah, so we rally behind them for support. Yeah. That's great.
So they actually prepare and race their cars out on the Watkins Glen track, on other tracks.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
So fun.
It sounds like such a good time. And you were saying during the break, you know, this is the club to join. Why should someone join in if they have an MG?
Oh, heavens. I think just basically for the technical support and the camaraderie. Yeah. If you have a problem, you can throw it out there on an email, and you can't believe how many responses you get.
You get 20 responses.
You
for sure.
do, but it's from people with experience.
Yes. So.
And that's invaluable because as these cars get older, they're harder and harder to find somebody else to work on them. Right. You got to kind of do it yourself.
Sure. Second generation here, but what inspired you to become part of the club?
I don't know. I saw Elvis Presley on a movie, Blue Hawaii, driving a red MGA, and I said, I'm going to get one of those someday. So I bought my car when I was 22.
Oh, wow.
And did a body off restoration on it. It took me a year and a half, and been driving it ever since.
That's what color?
It's red.
Oh, yeah. All right. I love that. Very cool.
And if anyone is in the market, maybe for wanting to get an MG, maybe they're looking for a fixer-upper sort of situation to bond with a parent or something, do you know of a connect?
Well, some of the main sources, Bring a Trailer, Hemmings Motor News. There's places you can certainly find them. They're out there online, and again, the club will help you go evaluate a car for purchase. So there's something else that we can help with too. So.
Well, we just want to say about the car show. Yeah. Come on out. It's Sunday, and it's free.
Yes.
And it's for the whole family. Bring your kids. Yeah. It's just an enjoyable thing. There's going to be food there, and it's going to be helping out the Rush Ladies Auxiliary. Oh, yes. And it's free.
Very good.
So come on out.
Yes. Wonderful. So. If somebody's watching at home and they're thinking, okay, I have a car that I would like to enter into the car show, is it too late for them? Or
no,
can they?
I think you can get online, mgcarclub.com, and you can go right to the registration and sign up. So it's easy. So
very good.
So we're going to see you out there, I hope, with your car.
So probably we can get it up and running. Then yes.
And we got to find one for you.
Yes, that'd be great. Count me in. I'm in the market.
Top Down Motoring. That's right.
That's right.
Thank you both so much for coming in today. We appreciate it. All of the car show information goes over on our website, foxrochester.com. And coming up, as wildfires burn out west, one person is now facing charges. We'll have more on the arrest after the break.
natural disaster in our history.
Spokane, Washington Mayor Lisa Brown underscoring the massive scope of the wildfires tearing through communities in her state. Officials at every level in the state echoing that sentiment.
The impact on people's lives is truly profound.
A lot of anxiety. There's a lot of devastation.
That devastation plain to see from the ground and the sky. Aerial images show before and after pictures. House after house destroyed. Neighborhoods turned into flaming, smoke-filled hellscapes by the 3 major wildfires in Spokane County. Authorities say they have arrested a man on an arson charge in connection with one of the blazes. Since they began on Saturday, the fires have burned through thousands of acres, destroying hundreds of structures. Tens of thousands of people have been forced to evacuate, including many of the brave individuals working to address the emergency.
There are first responders in that room who have been evacuated from their homes, and yet they're still out there dealing with this situation and helping their neighbors.
The fires in Spokane County may be the worst, but they are not the only ones. 17 major wildfires have burned more than 260,000 acres across Washington. One of those blazes forcing ranchers to herd cattle away from the flames. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
It is 9 o'clock on this August 4th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stephanie Joseph.
I'm Addie Ferdman. Welcome back to ARC Rochester. Much to get to this morning. We'll start things off, though, with weather trivia and the forecast.
Yeah.
This is going to be a stab in the dark for me.
It's okay. Well, at least you had a 1 in 4 chance.
Right.
So
I love the optimism.
yeah, right. Got some odds there. Maybe might be able to eliminate a couple off the bat there. We had a lot of responses from folks on the online tools, so we'll get to those as well. But here's a question for today. Kind of short and simple, but it's one that you don't really have to deal with all that much. On a weather map, what is an isobar? And there are your choices. It's a line of equal humidity, a line of equal pressure, a line of equal temperature, or is it a line of equal precipitation? So it's kind of like a contour line on a weather map, and we just want to know which one of those variables does it represent. Okay, well, we have a lot of B's coming up.
Okay,
All right.
That was my original guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
me
So,
too.
Okay.
Paul, Ron, Janet, Colleen with B, Kevin with D. And we have a lot of B's on this one as well. Kyla, Allison, Debbie, and Lee, I think it is, with B. We have Jim with C. What else do we have? Isabella, Katie, Robert, Lisa all have B, Dad with C. So there's a little variation there. We have a few different choices there. Thomas with B, enjoy the day. You as well, Thomas. Cheryl and Debbie with B. Sandra with B, love the morning temperature. Yes, it is nice out there at this point. A lot of 60s out there. Betty with B, love the show. Thank you, Betty. Thanks for watching. Tahuti with B. Michael with C. The Lima Pumpkin Festival with B. No better, I like that. No better way to start the day with the ARC team. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
And Ryan with B. Okay, so that's what we have. So what do you think? Do you go with the crowd?
I'm going to go with the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Equal pressure.
Okay. And the answer is
Hey.
just that. Yes, a line of equal pressure. So isobar is derived from the Greek words iso, meaning the same, and bar, which is a measure of pressure. So iso, bar, equal pressure. Isotherm would be a line of equal temperature. So it all kind of goes back to the original root words there where you can derive them.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
We got a grammar lesson too.
Yeah, right? kind of one of those little trivia questions that kind of takes you back to high school a little bit where you have to look at the root of the word. Now we have the Muddy Paw Outlook. We have some good news for Captain today. Captain looks like he's ready to get out there and enjoy some nice weather. And I think that's going to be the case today, tomorrow. Looks like pretty dry weather in store for us. Thunderstorm risk does start to come back into the picture for Thursday and Friday, maybe a little less so into Saturday. But good news to get the pets out over these next couple days.
Yeah.
Seriously. I know, at least for me, I'm not a dog, obviously. That was stupid to say. But I feel like, with this shift, we've got like one window, and every time I pass by it, I feel like my dog looking out the window where you're like, I want to go outside. I want to go outside. That's how I feel.
Kind of like those last few days, when you're in school before finals and you see it nice outside. It's like, all I want to do is get outside. So I'm sure a lot of folks are like that. Probably a lot of pets like that over these next couple days. So yeah, get out there over these next couple days. Looks pretty nice for us. And the good news, temperatures are going to be quite cooperative as well. The humidity levels are going to be quite tolerable. So we have a lot of good things working together. Sometimes you have one of those variables in your favor and not many others. But this case, it's going to be a deal where we have a lot of nice weather coming up. So mainly in the 60s for the short term, 77 at noon, probably somewhere in that lower 80s range going into the afternoon. Average high is about 82 this time of year. So we're going to come in pretty close to that as we head into the afternoon. Radar, nice and quiet this morning. And I think that's the way it's going to stay today. Today and tomorrow as well. I think as we get into Thursday and Friday, as I mentioned before, that risk of rain does start to work back up just a little bit across the area. Could see a few showers and thunderstorms then. But at this point, really hardly any cloud cover out there. Just a nice sunny start to the day. And I think that's the way it's going to stay as we head into the afternoon as well. Just some really quiet and dry weather in store for us. Nice little change compared to what we were seeing, especially early yesterday. Yesterday was that day of transition. But today about 66 to start off. That dew point just coming up a little bit. It just crossed from the upper 50s to 60 at this hour. It's going to stay at a really tolerable range, likely somewhere in the lower 60s during the afternoon. So not too humid, just enough to make it feel like summer, but not that oppressive type of humidity. Now we're mainly in the 60s for a lot of the area. Some areas approaching 70. Brockport just a degree shy of that. Ontario as well. Some areas just a little lower into the 60s as you look off to the south. But again, just comfortable temperatures out there to start the day and still pretty nice as we go into the afternoon. Some sunshine holds on pretty well. There's 3 p.m. Still a lot of sunshine then. Even overnight tonight, mainly clear skies. We'll probably end up somewhere in the lower 60s overnight for those lows. And then tomorrow, right back into some sun, some scattered clouds form. So yeah, maybe a few more clouds tomorrow than today, but still a nice day. May even gain a few degrees tomorrow. Today there might be a little lake breeze that sets up later in the day. It may hold temperatures back by a couple degrees, but tomorrow I think we'll be absent of that lake breeze, and that's going to help to push us more so into the mid 80s for highs then. So again, 2 really nice days coming up for us with temperatures moving along quite well. I think as we head into Thursday and Friday, you can see that risk of a shower or thunderstorm does start to increase a little during that time frame. So we'll see a minor change then. The weekend at this point looks mainly dry. There is that chance we could see a shower or thunderstorm, so not a 0% chance of rain. Chance is there, so we're going to monitor that, but in general, not looking too bad for the weekend. Still very summer-like temperatures in the 80s, maybe even a little higher into that range into Sunday, and even early next week, mostly in that 80s range for temperatures. So in general, a lot of 80s for highs, a lot of 60s for lows, some nights a little closer to 70, but some summer-like weather, but just not any real oppressive heat over these this next week or so. So good chance to get out there and enjoy some of the weather over some of these upcoming days.
Yeah. We were talking about it with John Boynegurio yesterday, and I said it feels like this summer has been a little cooler than other summers, but he said it's actually pretty average for where we should be for this time of year, which was surprising to me.
And that's it. That's one of those odd things where, recently it has cooled down a little bit, but yeah, we had those really wide swings of temperature. Some of those numbers really well above average, but just shy of records. Then you get that cool stretch in there and average out all the numbers, and it does oddly come out close to average for some of those highs that we have been seeing.
Yeah, cool. All right, Marty, thank you. Don't go anywhere. You at home either. When we come back, we've got Truth or Trash. Christian joins us with some bizarre stories coming up next.
And don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13WAM YouTube page and foxrochester.com. See ya after this.
Marty. Naughty Marty's back. Oh, no.
You know what it's time for? A little Truth or Trash on this Tuesday.
Yeah.
Good to be back with both of you.
Great
And Marty's back at the Truth or Trash table of nonsense. I appreciate the time as always. I got 4 stories today. They could all be true, all trash, a mixture of both. We'll kick it off with this first story that involves a weather anomaly.
Ooh.
Ready for this one? And no peeking at my notes here.
I'm not. No.
Summer snow in Montana linked to military testing, ? In June, a valley across Montana and Idaho was in the 90s. Then snow suddenly fell. An unseasonably cold storm slammed the region, causing temperatures to plummet. The system dropped around 6 to 8 inches of snow. People around the former Dodge Summit Army base claim that area has been a military testing site for years. Folks heard a massive, deafening explosion in between the heat and cold, and a smell like sulfur and ozone in the air for several days. Conspiracy theorists are now claiming whatever the military set off managed to somehow disrupt the atmosphere, leading to the weather anomaly. Now, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says it is not possible to modify the weather in that massive capacity. That's story number one. Story two, Kyoto man arrested for allegedly exposing neighbors to a loud guitar for 7 years. My goodness. A man in Japan was arrested for inflicting injury after exposing neighbors to loud electric guitar, causing neighbors to suffer from insomnia and other health issues. The man, who shockingly is unemployed, apparently rocked out day and night for 7 years, sometimes playing his radio on full blast out the window for 24-hour periods. Police issued him warnings over the years to no avail, hence the arrest.
Wow.
Story three, Texas couple gets busy in public pool. In Waco, Texas, a 75-year-old man and his 32-year-old girlfriend allegedly decided a public pool packed with kids was the perfect place to fool around. Emily Parma and her boyfriend Douglas Faith were in the corner of the pool grinding and thrusting and making loud moans. Parents calling 911 when cops showed up. Faith and Parma said they weren't actually having sex. However, both were charged with public lewdness and booked.
And our rating is coming back.
I know. 75 and 32. What an age gap.
Hey, love has no age.
Love has no age. Story four. Residents breathing easy as rotten fish sauce goes away. The folks of St. Mary's in Ontario, Canada are breathing a sigh of relief quite literally. The town is finally getting rid of the foul
They're not
smell
even
of
wearing a mask.
rotten fish that has for years wafted over their tiny community. About 110 tanks were left behind from an old fish sauce factory, each tank holding about 3,000 gallons of fermented product. For years, it just sat there. Over the next few months, workers will drain the vats of the left-behind sauce, and trucks with giant hoses will suck it all up and transport it to a freshly dug pit and bury it all. So those are the four stories. We've got summer snow in Montana linked to military testing. We've got the man in Japan who, for 7 years, exposed his neighbors for 7 years to loud electric guitar. The Texas couple with that giant age gap getting busy in a public pool with kids, and then residents in Canada breathing easy after this fish sauce is going to get removed from the old factory. Who's had fish sauce on like toast in the morning? Or
toast?
No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. Never?
No.
Mischief, please.
Real quick, going back to that fish sauce story, did you say they're going to bury it?
Yes, it's going to freshly dug pit, bury it, and cover it over. I guess that's better than being above ground in tanks.
I feel like it would make the problem worse.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what their solution was, according to that story that I either read or I made up.
Okay. Steph, you want to go first?
Sure.
Ladies first, as always. Chivalry's not dead, as you ladies know, with me. Never.
True.
The last one I know is true, so that's truth.
Okay.
For sure. We're going to go out of order today.
Okay, wow.
Texas couple, I want to say that that's true. Because
you want to say that that's
yeah, you're hoping it's true. I'd love to be in that pool.
I don't hope that it's true, but I believe that it is probably the better terminology. Kyoto guitar. You know, I never think of hard electric in Kyoto, you know?
Yeah. You figure traditional, quiet, you know. Yeah.
You know, I'll say truth on that.
Okay.
Then Montana, I'm going to say trash.
Okay.
Just because I could learn more about Montana, but I feel like the snow, that wouldn't be connected to military testing. It may be just like a environmental thing.
You never know. You never know. Yeah.
Okay, Montana snow. I think we would have heard about it. I feel like that would have been a story that...
Did you hear about it?
I've been on vacation.
Oh, June
I've
20.
been on the loop.
You know, that's a good point. I've also been on vacation, but I feel like we would have heard about it. I would have received some kind of push alert or an email about it. So I'm going to go trash. Kyoto guitar man arrested. I am going to go with trash as well for that. 7 years? 7 years of that?
7 years of it, yeah.
I feel like, it's a long time.
And then when the guitar wasn't going, the radio in the window.
I would have filed complaints.
Especially with our shifts. Can you imagine trying to sleep at 6 p.m.?
No. Texas couple getting busy in public pool. I am going to say that is a true story.
Yum.
Just say yum. Canadians breathing easy after fish smell removed. I am also going to say true for that one, but I am questioning the method of disposal. I don't really know if that is great, but at the same time, you know.
Got to do something. We can't shoot it up in the atmosphere, I guess. Yeah. Marty.
Okay, first one, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I've been in Montana in the summer when it's been down near freezing. We've had to scrape frost off the windshield, so I know it gets that cold.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say no to that one as far as military testing goes. I think that's a little bit of a wives' tale. The guitar thing, 7 years. I just, you know, I've never been to Japan, but I hear people being so polite, and you know, I just don't think people would put up with that for that long. So I'm gonna say no to that one.
Okay.
The Texas couple, yeah.
You wish you were a lifeguard. Keep going. Keep going.
And the last one, I'll say yeah. I noticed an Ontario license plate on the vehicle that was pulling away in the video, so that lines up with your story at least.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll say yeah to that one.
Okay, so here we go. The first one, on June 26th, that snowfall actually happened.
What?
It did, but in higher elevations, 6 to 8 inches, so in the more mountainous areas. The military testing I all made up. No, there's no conspiracy theories. There's no statement from but yeah, the snow actually did happen. That's why I was hoping Marty would throw a monkey wrench and like, no, the snow actually happened, guys, and then you would think that it was all true. So, you know, snowfall happened, military testing, no. Second story, that's true. 7 years, and Marty had something about the polite society over there. People are perhaps too polite to say anything, but at a certain point, 7 years goes on, you got to do something, and they just issued warnings that finally took them away. Third story, oh yeah, that's true, and I just can't believe the age gap there. That's massive.
I think the location is the most surprising thing.
Yeah,
for me
I
in
know.
that story.
That's right. And then the last one's true as well. Stephanie, you're right about that one, about the rotten fish sauce.
I think
smell.
this is my first perfect score.
I think it is, yeah.
Nice
That
job.
reverse order, what a great method. Going in reverse order helped you, just like that. That was amazing.
Good work.
Some of those, man.
I know.
How do you make fish sauce, like you're saying? Like it's
I don't
liquid.
know.
How does it percolate into the soil and they put more
sludge.
soil on top of it? Or?
It seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going to be worse.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the grass will at least be brown on top. I can't imagine anything growing there.
No, they'll have to shut that section down.
Well, the fish sauce has got to contain what else in it? I would imagine, like, I don't know, vinegar, salt, stuff like that. I'm not really sure what's in it. I've never had fish sauce on anything.
No.
How do the neighbors feel about that?
They're happy that it's getting shut down, but I don't know where the pit is. So at least I think it'll be out of the village of St. Mary's, so at least it'll be at a far off location. But again, the environmental impact, I don't know if there's any fish sauce studies to back this up. Might be a first time ever sort of, let's dump a bunch of fish sauce in here and see. I can't say fish sauce. Fish sauce. Yeah.
I think one of us needs to go and do like an investigative piece on it.
It's not too far, right?
Yeah, just Ontario. Yeah, get your passport out and see what happens.
Off we go.
Off we go.
Good stuff,
All right.
Christian. You back
you.
tomorrow with another Truth or Trash.
I'll be back tomorrow, God willing.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
We'll look forward to that.
On the other side of the break, we take a closer look at an upcoming art exhibit opening this weekend at ArtisanWorks.
We're back after this.
Phone should be fine.
That was quite the sentence.
Yeah, it was poetic and chaotic at the same time.
That way I don't bother me.
Yeah.
Where's she go? Oh.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. How's it going there?
We have 2 seats for you guys right around this.
Hello. Welcome. Hey, good morning. How are you? Come on in.
Aaron. I'm Aaron.
Nice. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. It's all good.
Yes.
Good to meet you.
Would you like to prop those up like here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that might be a better spot. Let's see.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know.
Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. They're just grabbing a quick mic check from you. Can we just have you guys say your first and last names?
Okay.
Dominic Elbay. You can't move the chairs.
Aaron Calvin.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can't move. Oh, I'm sorry.
see. My iPad is breaking.
30 seconds.
We are in the C block.
Yes, thank you.
Say your name.
Dominique Elbay.
I didn't catch
Dominique
anything.
Elbay.
Are you guys hearing something?
Dominique Elbay. Test, test, test. Test. Test.
Where is the mic? Oh yeah, that's a good spot.
Test.
Can you hear it now?
Test. Test. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2.
It's orange mic.
Time right now is 9:21. Welcome back. This Saturday, the Rochester Black Arts Council is getting ready for a very special exhibit at ArtisanWorks. They're featuring some of the work of artist Aaron Calvin.
Yeah, it's called Elevated Paths, and here to tell us more about it is the founder of the Rochester Black Arts Council, Dominique Elbay, and the artist himself, Aaron Calvin. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Good day. Good day.
Great. Oh my goodness. We were just taking a look at this beautiful artwork that you brought in, but I first just want to talk a little bit about this event. Why is it so important to make sure that Black artists have this platform?
So every year, the Rochester Black Arts Council celebrates Black August, which is a commemoration to liberation, freedom fighters, political prisoners. And as you know, the Black community has a long history of fighting for struggle and different things of that nature, and it may get lost. So we felt like through art, we could kind of capture people's attention, get people involved of all races and nationalities, because we need everybody to assist in these things. But the message of the Black artist is very important because it comes from a deep spirit within that can expound on different things that's going on.
For sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. Did you want to add some?
Well, my art really just, like she said, sums up the factor of the divine feminine. And I looked at trying to get back to the divine feminine energy to bring back a perspective so that we could build family again and build a community and a household that we could cherish.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. And we're taking a look right now at some video from the RBAC. And Aaron, tell us about your journey as an artist.
Oh, journey has been a struggle.
A struggle?
A struggle. What I do is was a meditation. It was a meditation therapy session for myself to get into the spiritual art, and it was a healing process for me. So I figured by me healing, someone else could also be dressed with this same comfort and this energy to vibrate at a higher understanding, so that heaven is inside as well as outside.
Wow.
You know.
For sure. Tell us about some of the skills that you bring to the table as an artist. We're taking a look at some wood designs here. How did you put this together?
It's a wood burning tool. It goes back to ancient times doing pyrography, where they use fire to burn wood and stone and different decorative pictorial images, you know, as far as inspiration or spiritual enlightenment. So this is what I was trying to do, bring that technique and artistry back to the table so people can enjoy it as much as I enjoy it.
Dominique, I want to know more about the council. You're the founder of it, is that correct?
Yes.
Tell us how it all kind of came to be.
Well, it's been 14 years now. I've directed the council. It started in the Frederick Douglass Resource Center. So that was a baby that was birthed out of there. And I just really got the inspiration from Reverend Errol Hunt, who was the founder of the Frederick Douglass Resource Center, and his son, Gerard Hunt. And they inspired in me how important knowing who you are is. And I just feel like I was like one of the only people who got that spark. And I just have to kind of like keep that going. So through the Rochester Black Arts Council, the spirit of the Frederick Douglass Resource Center is there. And it's there to inspire all people, but specifically Black children, Black families, to know who you are and what the future looks like.
And you kind of spoke to my next question already, but what are some of your hopes or goals that you hope to achieve through this council?
My hopes and goals is to create some unity. I know we've seen a lot of violence over this past weekend, but as you know, if you know history, this is not new. So we kind of want to start at a point where we don't want to recreate the wheel because, you know, through history, we've had people who have fought for things and different organizations that have came. So we want to start at a point, specifically maybe on Sunday, we're having a panel discussion with some new representation in the community. We want some new thoughts, but we don't have to start from the point of just talking about it. We want to start to mobilize, and that's what the Rochester Black Arts Council does. We mobilize through art. We get the artists involved, because there was a quote by Nina Simone, and she said the job of the artist is to talk about the times, is to represent what's going on in the community. So we are the mindset of the community, and we want to push that, and we want to mobilize our community to kind of like stand up and be proud. But we have to do this together and eradicate this violence and misunderstanding that's going on.
Resolutions,
Yeah.
basically.
This is all happening August 8th at ArtisanWorks. Thank you both so much for coming in. We have
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we have a couple seconds left. Just want to know, for somebody who's interested in maybe joining the council or getting involved or seeing more of your artwork, how can they do both of those things?
So you can find us on Facebook, the Rochester Black Arts Council. We have a lot of information there. And please come this weekend. You'll catch me and Erin at the ArtisanWorks on the 8th and the 9th. And if you want to look for more information, Facebook is where you'll find us.
All right. Thank you both so much again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Time right now, 8:27. Stick around. We are back after this. 9:27. 9:27. We're back after this. All right. Thank you so much, both of you.
Best of luck, too.
Right here?
Yeah. Great to see you. Thanks for coming in. Good, thank you.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
I know. Please.
Hannah, did you hear that thing about the title? It's places.
Did that say?
No.
So it's
You're
elevator
helping me.
places, not pass.
I think it said pieces.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right, they're just grabbing a quick mic check, and then we'll get going. Bad traffic?
The worst.
Completely stop. I've never seen the electric sign.
It's time for this week's Crime Stoppers, and this morning we're learning more about how the sheriff's offices around the state are improving communication between law enforcement and drivers with autism.
Monroe County recently joined the Blue Envelope program. Here to talk a little bit about how it all works, we have Sergeant Brendan Hurley. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Let's get right into it. The Blue Envelope program, it may be something folks at home have never heard of.
Yeah, so we're always looking for ways to better serve our community. And the New York State Sheriff's Association actually is the ones who send these to us. And it's a great program. So basically what it is we supply these blue envelopes. And drivers who are diagnosed with autism, what we ask them to do is put their registration and insurance inside here, and then you just keep it in your glove box. But what this signifies to us is when we have a traffic stop or an accident, and we ask for that information, then the person hands it to us, and then that lets us know right away that we're dealing with somebody who has autism. So that instantly reminds us that we have to slow down a little bit. We can't just rapid fire questions because they process things a little bit slower. So it just is it's a cue for us to slow down a little bit.
Okay. And what does that training sort of look like? Once you see this envelope, you're aware now that I'm dealing with somebody who needs me to take a different approach. What does that approach look like?
So again, it's usually a little bit, we just slow down a little bit because, you know, we're like everybody else. We have a job to do. We want to make sure you're okay, all the other drivers are okay, and we want to move and clear the road as fast as we can to get everybody else moving along. But with someone with a processing disorder, it's a little bit slower. So I now know that when I ask a question, I have to give you a little bit more time than everybody else. We also will treat it a little bit differently. And if you're injured, right, we're going to explain things a lot more thoroughly to them so that they fully understand. We have to touch your arm. Is it okay if I touch your arm? Just, someone who has high anxiety, just trying to slow that down a little bit for them as well. And what's really neat about this is because not everybody knows, like you said, it's training, and we try our best to train all of our people. But if you've never dealt with someone with autism, it's difficult not to deal with them, but you've never dealt with it before. So on the envelope, it actually has instructions for a couple hints for the people who have autism, but it also has some hints for us, law enforcement, as well. So you can read the back here, and it gives you some tips, like maybe the driver may display repetitive body movements or fidgeting and have unusual eye contact, right? Because typical law enforcement, if you're not looking at us, why? What are you trying to hide? But for people on the spectrum, it's hard for them to make eye contact.
Sure. Do you mind if I see?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it looks like quite a few, pieces of advice on here for drivers and for the officers as well. If somebody wants to get one of these blue envelopes, how do they do so?
So the easiest way to get them is any of our zone substations. We have one on the west side in Henrietta, and we have one on the east side in Panorama. So Ogden, Henrietta, and Penfield are our substations. You just go there, business hours Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, knock on the door, and someone will give you one of these.
Okay. And this is like right now, implementation is going on. As soon as an officer sees that blue envelope, they're going to be okay.
Absolutely.
And is this just for the Monroe County Sheriffs, or if somebody's pulled over by, let's say, RPD, and they take this out, will Rochester Police be familiar with the blue envelope?
We hope so. We're doing our best to spread the word. That's why we're here today, to try to get the word out there. It is, like I said, it's through the New York State Sheriff's Association, but there are other states that also partake in this program itself, so we're hoping to get it nationwide, and we're trying to spread the word.
Yeah, and it seems like it is making its way. There are other counties as well that are involved in the Blue Envelope program. We've done some reporting, so yeah, definitely expanding.
Awesome. I appreciate your help.
Thank you. And if you'd like more information on the Blue Envelope program, we'll post all the information for you over on Fox Rochester and 13wham.com.
Hey, don't go far. When we come back, we're off to the races. A special event happening tomorrow in Victor, and the program it's benefiting.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, this is Rhonda from Honda.
Oh, really? She's a beauty.
It lines up with.
She's a big one.
Wow, she's a big one. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no
it,
problem.
Abby.
Thanks for having me, Teddy.
Nice to meet you. I'm
Hi.
Stephanie.
Hi,
They are just grabbing a mic check. Can you just say your first and last name?
Ted Rund, R-U-N-D.
Okay, excellent. Does she come out or not?
I can take her out.
You don't have to.
I might have to hold on to her.
That's fine, but only if you are comfortable with it.
No, I got paper towel and we got to wash our hands if you touch her.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Because
sounds
I got
good.
salmonella and stuff.
Okay. Keep her in there. (9:37) tomorrow evening, a heart-pounding race of hard shells and determination will take place, giving audiences a final chance to witness turtle races at the Thirsty Turtle.
Not only is the event sure to put a smile on your face, but it benefits a great cause. Here to explain more, we have the owner of the Thirsty Turtle, Ted Run Jr. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
You brought along Rhonda. What's her full government name?
Rhonda from Honda.
I love it. And Rhonda is one of 4 turtles you have, and she'll be racing this August 5th, yes?
She will be tomorrow night.
Excellent.
Wow. Tomorrow night. Grand prize winner winning 2 tickets in the Bud Light Suite for the Bills versus the Chiefs games on Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
It's a big one.
So tell us a little bit about the race.
So we started this fun activity about 15 years ago, and we were like, this is so exciting. How do we raise money? And started doing it for charities and started selling sponsorships for the names to help raise more money for the charities, and just kind of took off, and we haven't stopped.
Now, turtle and race, even though we're taking a look at video, they're moving pretty fast in this video.
Yeah, they're cruising.
You typically don't associate race with turtle.
Yeah.
So how did you really think of this combination?
It was an idea that we started with Lake Beverage about 15 years ago, and it just kind of took off. And sometimes they move quick, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Can we see Rhonda?
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yep. I'll take her out.
I'm curious to know the secret to being a good racing turtle.
That's a good question. I would have to defer to her on this one.
Okay.
But
wow.
We'll see what she does here.
Does she have any titles?
This one might have a couple of titles.
Okay.
We'll see if she goes.
She was very active.
She was.
In water.
I think the lights are really bright.
Yes, she might have some stage fright.
And that's okay. It's not race day. We don't want you to crack under the pressure there, Rhonda. What are the names of the other turtles? Do you know?
So we have Victor Byrne Boot Camp. We've got Rhino Chiropractic. We've got Frank Lill and Sons, and then I brought Rhonda from Honda.
Amazing.
I assume that's connected to the businesses
Absolutely.
that are involved.
IDE's been a great sponsorship for us, and we're trying to raise as much money as possible for Best Buddies.
So how are you raising the money here?
So we have some sponsorships that people buy, that the companies bought to name the rights, and then when you come to the turtle race, there's an admission, and then to sponsor a turtle, it's $5 to enter. If you win that race, you advance to the next race until we go to the knockout rounds. And then eventually we get down to a couple of winners, and we get the main winner, and they get the tickets.
That's amazing. And Best Buddies, we had a chapter in high school. It is such an important and really special organization. Tell us a little bit about why it's so important for you to benefit this organization.
Yeah, so I've worked with a lot of charities, and this one kind of has a special touch to my heart. It really helps kids build friendships and find community as they grow up. Mm-hmm. And it's just a really great cause.
Absolutely. Rhonda, if you want to put her back in, you absolutely can, because she seems like she wants to get back in. Yeah, seriously. Now, the Thirsty Turtle, how long have you guys been up and running?
So we've been there for 23 years. My great-grandfather started in 1906, formerly runs on the Ridge and runs restaurants. And my dad bought the restaurant about 23 years ago, and we named it the Thirsty Turtle, and slow and steady wins the race. So we're still there going, and hopefully got another 25 years in us.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks
Truly
for
appreciate it. And bringing Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda, thanks so much.
Yeah, she's super cool. One last time, August 5th, 5:30 until 10 p.m. What time is the actual race? What time are they starting?
First race will start at 7:30. Get there early at 7. Try an Uber. It'll be busy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Uber for sure. We want everyone to be nice and safe. Ted, thank you so much again. We certainly appreciate it. If you're interested in stopping by, and why wouldn't you be? We'll post all of the information for the race on 13WHAM and foxrochester.com.
Hey, coming up, some of the trending stories filling your feed.
We'll be right back after this.
.44, time now for some of the trending stories that are filling your feed this morning. And we start down in Florida, where a steakhouse is offering a new twist on the phrase strip steak.
Class Soiree in Hollywood offering a once-a-month dining experience designed to really get to know your neighbors.
For one night each month, guests can dine fully nude.
There are so many things wrong with this. Yeah. The owner says he came up with the idea as a way to get new business and generate buzz.
So, how much does it cost to strip down and get a balanced meal? Between $150 and $300.
Hannah, is this the actual restaurant? Yes? Yes. That's like a classy restaurant.
Yeah.
There's like a tablecloth and everything.
Yeah.
And those chairs are very close together. The owner says there's normally about 20 people who show up, and the city says it's legal because the workers are clothed.
That's the only stipulation here?
So I imagine you would, not that I'm imagining it here, but I imagine you would undress in the restaurant, right? You're not getting out of the car.
I mean, maybe you have on a trench and you just walk in and
trench coat.
I don't know.
That it's wrong on so many levels. Also, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of risk for injury there.
Yeah.
Burning, slicing. Like you're at a steakhouse. You know, you've got sharp stuff roaming around.
Yeah, I'd feel so uncomfortable. I wouldn't take part. I don't know. It's 20 people. Shout out to those 20, I guess. But I couldn't imagine. It's a fine dining experience. What if you like, oh, I don't even want to say what I'm.
It's for me, it's something that I would make somebody do like on a bet. Like fantasy football, the loser has to go to, you know, the
nude steakhouse.
Nude night at the steakhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, our next story takes us to New Jersey, an innovative way to crack down on distracted driving.
Okay, the boys in blue, I did this for Off the Top yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, they decided to go green in a sense. According to the department's Facebook, one officer dressed up in a ghillie suit and stood next to a tree looking for drivers that were holding their phones. So yeah, again, I did this for Off the Top yesterday. And the officers had said that they didn't have on this suit the whole time. You could even see one of them who was wearing a not a cop shirt as well. So there it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we talked about it yesterday. Good stuff. Yeah. You know, a good laugh for sure. We'll go now to Chicago. Cleanup is still underway after a very muddy Lollapalooza music festival.
So Grant Park became a mud pen after rain soaked the area on Saturday.
Concerts were delayed that day. It did not stop droves of fans from coming out and seeing their favorite artists.
One video on social media is going viral, showing a fan knee-deep in the mud. Oh no, still dancing.
Oh my God. Okay, crews can be seen putting fencing around her to keep others from getting in the same situation. Is she stuck?
She's living for
I think she's stuck, and I think that's why she's doing that.
Oh.
In my mind, that is what she's doing. She did make it out with help from groundskeepers and crews spent yesterday hauling away equipment, trash, and fencing. The park is now assessing the damage.
Oh, I can only imagine. Lollapalooza, it really looked like a lot of fun. People went out, including Scott and Sandy there. Well, not Scott and Sandy, just Sandy's daughter. Both of them, I believe, and they got to meet some amazing artists. I'm glad that they didn't end up in a pit of mud, basically.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Listen, those concert venues, I've always wanted to go to a music festival like that. But yeah, you always feel so bad at the end with all the trash left behind and like the field is completely stomped down. But at the same time, like where else are you going to have it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a parking lot?
I know.
Probably not.
It would take away from the experience.
It would, and like the blacktop, you just roast out there.
Oh,
yeah.
You can see the waves coming up.
Either way, yeah. I mean, you know me. I'm a little particular about dirt and cleanliness, and that would be a nightmare for me.
She seemed like she was having an okay time.
Well, yeah, I feel like part of it would be pretending like you were okay. Like if you were like panicking and crying, I feel like that would just be like everybody would be judging you. But you just kind of have to like embrace it at that point, right?
Have you ever seen, and I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but Robot Chicken? They have the giraffe. Come on, anybody? It goes through the stages of he's in quicksand and is basically sinking. So there's maybe 5 stages, and by the end he's like crying and he can't deal with it.
What is the Robot Chicken?
So Robot Chicken is kind of like how do I say, like Adult Swim in a sense.
Okay.
Where they take parodies of things and play it up. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay.
But yeah, claymation. Yeah.
Jeff knows.
Just a little bit.
How does Jeff know? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jeff knows. I feel out of the loop here. My goodness. All right. Our next trending story, one we talk about every year this time of season. Summer may be far from over, but coffee chains looking ahead to fall.
Yeah. Love it or hate it, pumpkin spice is back. I was so excited.
I didn't think that you were a big pumpkin spice girl. Steph.
Yeah. I'm a huge pumpkin spice fan.
Okay. It'll be back at Dunkin' August 19th and at Starbucks August 25th.
Starbucks also announced some new fall flavors like an iced pumpkin cream shaken espresso and an iced pumpkin cream matcha, which I need to try.
Okay, so I was going to say, I thought you were a matcha girl, so this is like right up your alley. It also announced a cider.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. It's mixed with apple cider. Chai mixed with cider. Cider.
Hannah was raving about this yesterday, the cider. I have
Oh.
never tried it,
Okay.
but I will give it a chance.
Listen, chai is I love that stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm not like the biggest pumpkin spice fan in the world.
It's either you love it or you hate it.
I don't hate it. I don't. But I would never pick it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll get the cold foam every
yes.
once in a while, and that's very good on top of the chai.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've like at the grocery store when you pick up like the coffee pods or, you know, the ground coffee, I never think to go for the pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I feel like I only have it during the fall time, and usually I limit myself. I try not to have it in August because that feels too early. By September, that's when I start to break down, and I need to have some fall in my life, and so this is a great way to welcome that time in.
That's how I feel about Halloween. You know, it's the build-up that's exciting.
Yeah.
Right?
And I was saying we just went through Summerween. I think in July, if not end of June, we do that little annual celebration, and now we're just a couple of months away.
Gotta celebrate.
Yeah.
You know? All right. She's asking, is it too early for pumpkin spice? You said yes.
Yes,
give it,
for
give it a little
August
bit
for
long.
sure, yeah.
I'm in the same boat. Sticking with sweet stories, today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Several brands and businesses are celebrating the occasion.
All right, before we get into the deals, a fun fact. The treat was actually an accident. Yeah, a woman named Ruth Graves Wakefield was baking cookies, but ran out of chocolate. She added some semi-sweet chips, thinking they would melt into the dough, but the first batch that came out of the oven was the very first chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, so there are a couple different ways to get your hands on the treat. Today, Insomnia Cookies wrapping up a 5-day celebration that started on Friday.
And we do have a location in College Town.
Yes,
I
we
think,
do.
right? Yeah. So visitors who buy one warm chocolate chunk cookie will get a second cookie for free.
The offer works in store or through the app. Also handing out cookies for free. Doubletree by Hilton.
We have a location in Henrietta too, right?
Yes, we do.
Oh my goodness. Anyone who stops by a Doubletree hotel will get a free chocolate chip cookie.
Crumble is offering a free dirty soda when you redeem the offer through its app. That deal runs through the 8th. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Crumble.
I think they don't want to give us a full-size cookie. Oh, okay.
Oh, she said keep reading. Crumble is looking to entice visitors to try its new chocolate chip cookie recipe.
With a dirty soda? What goes better with a cookie than...
Remind me what a dirty soda is?
It's like, it depends on who makes it, but you can do like a combination of like a soda base, then you could put in creamer if you want, some syrups as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. And Crumble's doing that now?
Yeah. I didn't know it was nationwide. I knew it was in some places, but I guess it's rolled out farther.
Okay. Interesting. Chips Ahoy selling a limited edition mystery cookie on the Snackworks TikTok shop.
I think we did a trending story about this last week about the mystery flavor, and I think people have to order it online or something. We don't know which one it is, but there are some ideas already floating out there. So, yeah.
Okay.
And later this month, on August 10th, the cookies will be available at major retailers. So,
do we know what the mystery flavor is yet or no?
No.
We don't know.
No.
Do we have guesses?
There are guesses out there, but we haven't been able to try it. I hope we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what we can do. Our final thoughts coming up on the other side of the break. 9:56 on this Tuesday morning. Marty, we're happy that you came back.
Yeah.
Good to be back.
It's,
I can honestly say that. I miss you guys. It's fun working with you. So.
Well, we missed you like crazy, but I know the first day back after vacation is tough.
I didn't sleep long last night. It was like 11 o'clock when I fell asleep.
Marty, are we going to nap today? Are we napping this afternoon?
Just reasonable sleep time tonight, and it should be good.
Okay.
What's reasonable?
8:30, 9,
Okay, that's not bad.
9:15.
Yeah, I think that's what time I fell asleep last night. Too.
Yeah.
But, it's a battle.
It's good intentions.
Very true.
Right.
Very true. All right. Hey, that does it for us here on ARC Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57. We will be on 13 WHAM ABC.
Much more live local news coming up later for 13 WHAM News at midday. We'll see you tomorrow.